Hello, good morning, and welcome back to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. Welcome back to our live session. It's 11 a.m. right now, Eastern Standard Time in Canada, and back home it's 9:30 p.m. Welcome back to all of you on yet another live session by Networth Immigration. We have been conducting this live session for many years now, but there are some changes expected coming in the coming months and years, and definitely we will be making more changes. Maybe we are just deciding to go ahead with this live session as of now, and we'll definitely update you about our future live sessions when and how they are happening. So welcome back to all of you. This session is to give you an update about what happened in the last 1 week from Canadian immigration prospect, and definitely give you a time to ask your question live right away, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, and we have another location in Alberta, and the third one in India back home in Karnal, Haryana. So you can use our services or definitely apply for our services what we offer you through any of our offices, and we will be definitely happy to assist you and give you the best guidance possible under any immigration matter you talk about. So we will be going ahead with, there were not too many draws to be discussed for this week. No express entry draws from the last couple of weeks now. And as expected, there are changes expected coming up in the next 2024. A lot of, in fact, changes are expected to come in 2024. So we will be talking about that too today. And also we will discuss about the provincial nominee draws which were conducted this week from British Columbia, from Saskatchewan, and an update from Alberta PNP. So that will be the topic of discussion for this session. And definitely, as I said, if you have any question, you can post it into the comment section, and I'll be very, very happy to answer that for you while we go along with this live update we have for all of you. So, as I said, just to begin again the session with express entry news, there was no draws, no CEC draw throughout 2023. I don't know what we're expecting in 2024, but yes, with the articles going around and the information being shared by IRC, there are a lot of changes expected to come in 2024. Those changes will be even in, will be are also considering even post graduation work permit changes coming up. Since last 10 years, there has been no update or no further policy been assigned for post graduation work permit. But as per the latest announcement being made, even post graduation work permit program has been reviewed, and then you can expect changes coming up. One of the changes could be a positive one where international may even get 5 years of work permit or with 2 years of program, but that is something very, very early for as of now to say. But that could be something good news coming for you, exciting news coming for you for 2023. Other than that, also IRCC is planning to even change the law book, which is called ARPA book. Has ARPA law is about to be changed. Maybe there are few changes coming up. We have to see. But 2024 definitely seems to be more promising. Maybe more focused on what Canada actually need as a labor shortage. Definitely the health program, the trade programs, the other program will still be in demand as always, because Canada has a very large skill shortage of healthcare worker and skilled trade workers. So these will be the two trade and also STEM workers. To be honest, if you're from IT background, yes, STEM will be the other category through which we can expect a lot of draws coming in 2023. So stay tuned for all their updates. We have not heard a lot many about it as of now, but yes, you can read through the article been published or the information been shared by IRCC that yes, you can expect a lot of changes coming up in 2023. Also, one of the major changes coming up from December 1, which is 1st December 2023, that all the study permit applications, we all remember that there was a 700 student were about to be deported because of the fraudulent LOA or the wrong LOA being issued to get the IR to get the study permit, but that was also reviewed. So now major changes are coming from 1st of December to study permit application process also. Now all the LOAs will be verified by IRCC from the college or the university before they grant a study permit, which is a very welcome news, because definitely that will stop all the fraudulent LOA which was going around in the market where people were entering Canada without even have a genuine letter of acceptance available. But that was a very big flaw in the Canadian immigration system, which IRCC is not definitely trying to fix up. and I'm pretty sure that there will be changes coming up. um for 2023, you can expect a lot of changes coming up in study permit application, in post-graduate work permit, even express entry. You can see a lot of changes coming up. We have already seen throughout 2023 there was no Canadian experience class draw. So what does that mean for international students? Definitely, the situation is very stressful. There are hardly any options available for people to get permanent residency through the program we have right now. But we have to. I'm pretty sure IRCC will be coming up with one solution or the other. But if you have recently followed the immigration minister, they also announced that study permit doesn't guarantee anyone to get a permanent residence in Canada. That is just a pathway. If if you become eligible to one of the pathways, you will be eligible to get a permanent residency. But don't take your study permit pathway as a guaranteed permanent residency pathway to Canada. It was very, very clearly announced by immigration minister recently that you need to make sure that you are not being fooled by the agents who are sending you or the consultant who are sending you that do this program or you go to Canada as an international student, you'll get your PR 100%. That is not the case. That is not the situation and not the scenario. So make sure you are aware of it before you make your decision of coming to Canada. You need to make sure your focus, first of all, should be education. Once you complete your education, yes, you will be eligible for postgraduate work permit. Although, as I mentioned you recently, even that program is reviewed as of now for postgraduate work permit. But definitely, maybe positive news coming up for international students where a length of the postgraduate work permit may be extended, right? So definitely that. So that is just not a statement. With just an assumption. Is yes, definitely that could be one of the things which will be benefit for international students. But how will they get permanent residency still remains to be unseen. We have to wait forward for further update and see if IRCC is coming for any particular pathway also for international students. That will be exciting to see because 2023 have been very, very disappointed for all the international students who have come to Canada for education because there was no draw held, particularly inviting people with Canadian experience class, which is definitely concerning, which has put a lot of thousands and lakhs of international students onto they have been put into the position where definitely getting a work permit, getting a permanent residency is a challenge, seems to be a challenge, and it will, like we have to see in 2024 if those challenges are taken care by IRCC and if definitely there are changes coming up to this program too. We have to wait and watch, but 2023 was not a good year for international students. Hopefully, that will not be the case in 2024, but we have to wait and see if there is any positive news or information coming from IRCC. So, as I said, this session is also about taking questions and answering them live. We have a question from Priya, so we'll take up that question. We'll welcome our regular client Amit Jam also to the show. Then we have a question from Priya. I entered Canada on my open work permit. I want to apply for spouse open work permit. What is the procedure to do so? Also, I have 8 months old son. For him, what kind of visa is required? Your guidance will be highly appreciated. So, Priya, basically, if you have come here if you're already on a work permit right now, if you want to apply for your spouse, definitely you can do so. You don't need a non-P position job now. You can apply for your spouse. If you're on a work permit, if you're working anywhere, we need those documents and proof that you're working somewhere. And on that ground, you can apply for your spouse open work permit. Talking about your son, who is 8 years old, definitely your son can also come on a with study permit because his age is more than 5 years, so he will be coming on a study permit application. So you have to apply two separate applications now. You can even club those applications as but it will still be two different application number being processed. So your spouse will come on a spousal open work permit, and your son will come on a study permit application. So that will be the two category through which your husband and your spouse or your son can come to Canada for their work permit and study permit respectively. And if you need any further information or definitely if you need guidance of applying to the application, you can contact us and we will be very, very happy to answer those for you too. I hope that answered your question, Priya. So now going forward with the updates we have, I said you there were a few PNP updates we had this week. So I'll be just going through what was the update, which draws were held, and who were the people who got invited. So basically, the first draw was held. We were talking about British Columbia. There were three different draws held from British Columbia. There were three category of people who were invited. The first draw invited around 104 invitations were issued to tech occupation. So if you were somebody who had experience in tech background, there was all certain NOC knock which were picked, which can be found on the British Columbia PNP website. So those were the people who got the invitation to apply 104. The minimum score cutoff for that draw was 94. So if you had a tech background, we have seen regularly they have been taking up these draws where people with tech background are required and they are definitely even getting their permanent residency through that pathway. The second draw targeted from early childhood care was the target the child care professional, where early childhood educators and assistants were picked. So now again, not too many, but around 61 invitations were sent, and the minimum score required was 60. So if you are somebody who has done education in early childhood assistant or early childhood education, you are eligible for these sort of pathways. You are eligible for these sort of invitations, but you have to definitely be into the pool under the British Columbia the PNP program. You have to express your interest of applying for permanent residency through PNP program, and that's how you get your invitation for this program. Then the last draw was experience in healthcare professionals. So if you were somebody who have healthcare experience, healthcare professional, those were the people who were again invited. Now, I think only the draw invited 25 invitations were sent. The number was very few, but yes, still the healthcare workers have always been in demand and they will always remain in demand. So yes, this was the third draw which was held, and these were the people who were invited. Again, the minimum cutoff score was 60, as it was for early child assistant and educators. So these were the separate draws which was held by British Columbia. There were no other draw other than that from British Columbia. Then we're going to talk about the next draw from Saskatchewan. There was an announcement made on 23rd of October, but now they have revealed the information about which were the people who were invited. The first draw was held through occupation in demand stream. So people who had there are a lot of streams which are in demand in Saskatchewan. So if you have an experience, if you have a background in that field, those were the people who were invited. 40 candidates were only invited to this program, and minimum score required was 84 to apply for PR. So basically, if you are considering yourself to be becoming eligible or getting an invite through this program, the first thing you need to do is create your expression of interest on the particular province website or PNP program. Every province have their own PNP program. Few of them are linked to Express Entry, few of them are not linked to Express Entry. So you have to keep in mind in which program you think you are eligible. So you have to create your profile accordingly. Say for a few of them, you have to just create a profile under Express Entry, and your invitation will be sent through Express Entry. But there are a lot of programs in each province which are not linked to Express Entry. In that case, you have to create your expression of interest on their own website. And once you are on their website, create your expression of interest, and then you will be getting your invitation to apply through that website. So that's how it worked. Then there was a second draw which was held in Saskatchewan. Now that was aligned to Express Entry. The number of invitations sent were 59 with a minimum score of 84. So these were the people who got the invitation, and the draw was held accordingly. So if you were obviously got an invitation, now you have to submit your file in a certain time frame. Once you submit your file, your PNP is approved. Then you apply for your permanent residency, which can be done online now. Like previously, the PR application which were not PNP PR application which were not like to Express Entry could only be done paper application, but now you can apply those applications through the online portal. So that will be another help you will have going forward from there. And then if we talk about Alberta, there was no draw in mail, but they have already updated what happened in the whole 2023. By 7th November, AIPP invited 9,200 candidates as of November 7, 2023. The annual allocation for this year was 9,750. So if you look at if they are trying to achieve their target, they're very close to it. They've already said around 9,200 invitations were sent previous week, and now the maximum allotted for this year was 9,750. So they still have around 550 invitations still to be sent for this year. Let's see if those lucky people still get an invite, and if you get an invite, definitely you can apply for your PR PNP program through that stream. So they have they've already made the announcement, and there are chances there will be another 550 draw invitation been sent this week, sorry, by the end of this year to complete their quota for 9750. As I said, they are very close to it, and hopefully that will also be taken care of very quickly. We have another question from Akash, looking for some advice applying for TRV for spouse after AOR and waiting for PR. Okay, looking for some advice to apply for TRV for spouse after okay and waiting for the PR. So basically, yes, Akash, you can do that. You can apply for a TRV for spouse after your application acknowledgement have been received. You have been waiting for your PR. The dual intent applications are allowed as of now, but what you have to make sure is you can definitely put that application. We are getting a lot of approvals in this category, but you have to make sure that you are uh, if the TRV has been granted to your dependent and they come to Canada while their PR application is in the process, you are supposed to update that information to IRCC, because when you initially submitted your PR application, it was an outland application, so it was considered and processed accordingly. But now, once you have, if your spouse will come to Canada, then if you have to now you have to let IRCC know that your spouse is in Canada and the application then need to be processed accordingly. So yes, that is possible, and if you need further information or guidance, Akash, regarding it, you can contact our office in Brampton, in Calgary, and we will be happy to assist you in this regard. Other than this, as I said, there was no express entry draw, so nothing too much to discuss about that. PNP, we have discussed 3 draws from British Columbia, 2 draws from Saskatchewan, and an update from Alberta, which seems to be achieving its target very soon for the year 2023. And definitely 2024, as soon as it comes up, every province gets their own new quota. New invitations have been sent. Usually November and December becomes a very slow time. Hardly there are any draws happening in this time of the year. But January is fast approaching, just hardly a month and a half left now. So once you're in January, you will see again a lot of draws through express entry, a lot of draws through PNP being send invitation in the beginning of next year. So you have to be patient, wait for some more time, and definitely in 2024, as I also said in the beginning of the session, there are even changes coming up to a lot of the programs, which include your study permit, which include your work permit, your express entry. And I think if you look at overall the announcement being made recently, it looks like all the stream of IRCC may get an update in 2024. The processing will be much faster in 2024. They're trying to get process the application through automation, so that they don't need human being definitely to look after every application, or where they will be required, yes, they will be there. But yes, uh, they are working on it. IRCC is working on it, and they are trying to improve the whole immigration system. And as I said, as per the announcement made, the major which are stream like work permit, study permit, permanent residency, through express entry, through PNP, all seems to be are coming for an update in 2024. So stay tuned for all those updates. We do have all our social media channel pages through YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You can follow us through there. We give all the regular update every day. Not every day, basically. Whenever we get any update from any province about express entry or PR, we do post a video on our TikTok and other social media platforms. So you can follow us there, and definitely we will be happy to assist you also if you need any help. Regarding college admission, before we come to the end of the session, just to let you know, the onshore college admission and offshore both are available. For January intake, we have got seats available for onshore application. For May intake, we have got seats for onshore and offshore both across Canada. So if you are somebody who's looking for education in Canada, if you have completed already one program and looking for second program to start in 2024, we can help you with that. If you have come to a private college and looking for an admission into a public college, you can also apply for that too. So with that, we are coming to the end of this session for this week, which so basically, and definitely, I'm pretty sure before we end up the session, you all had a great Diwali last week. It is still a festival season we had last weekend. So it was a great season, a great celebration we had. So definitely, I assume that all of you had a great time celebrating that event, and the celebration was great for all of you. So once again, we wish you a happy Diwali. We have already passed on our greeting last week, but yes, I would like to again extend my greetings for all our viewers and clients. Thank you all for trusting us for so many years. Thank you all for joining in every Friday for this live session. So we will try to keep you updated as much as possible with all the information we have every through the posts we put on the social media. So if you are looking for updates, regular updates, kindly go and like and subscribe to our channels and pages. so that you get regular update regarding your immigration dreams to Canada. So till then, have a great weekend, have a great week. We will see you soon. Till then, goodbye and have a great week ahead. Thank you.